Hello everyone and welcome to the Retro Gaming Junction. This is Camilio and we're live on Twitch pretty much every day at 8 PM Eastern Time except on Saturdays, but these days it's all over the place. I stream pretty much every day. Friday and Saturdays are usually late streams. We should be able to get breakfast.
Nothing like a good breakfast to get you off to a good start in the morning, especially when everything's laced with garlic.
This inn you... The castle was once that of the boyar. I know little of the fort.
He has nothing to say.
The Werewolf Threat. Since you have found and rescued Igor, I have released our gypsy prisoner. It seems he was not a werewolf after all. All the peasant fears were for nothing. The gypsy has no doubt returned home to his people. They have an encampment to the east. I will be able to get a real night's sleep for once. I do not have to worry that the prisoner will be harmed or that he will escape now. The people of this town will settle down again. They cried so loudly for blood because they are tired of living so long in the shadow of fear. There is a rumor that perhaps I was mistaken in trying to drive you away from Mordavia. That perhaps you are the hero you claim to be. But you know how rumors are. You cannot always trust what you hear. There is a rumor that perhaps I was mistaken in trying to drive you away from Mordavia. That perhaps you are the hero you claim to be. But...
Yeah. That's it? Okay. We talked about rumors.
There is a...
Okay. When we enter, he talks about different things.
What? I'm getting some much-needed relaxation now. I don't have to worry about that annoying stranger getting into trouble. You've proven quite capable of taking care of yourself. Things are settling back to normal now. Hopefully nothing else exciting will happen for a while. Well, let's see. What haven't I told you about before? There's the gypsy camp to the
He's
far
all friendly
east,
with me
and
now.
the old hangman tree to the southeast. The gnome said something about Baba Yaga being there, but I don't know about that.
Okay, it is the hangman tree, so one of the rituals is there.
Well,
I suppose you heard that the gypsy didn't kill Igor after all. Dmitri has set the gypsy free. No good will come of it. You mark my words. The man was clearly a werewolf. What would... Yuri hasn't been the same since He's not doing much business at the inn either, except for those lazy excuses for fun. The Borgos used to live in the... vampires. If you are going to do any wandering, word has it that you... Well, the gypsy may not have eaten the gravedigger, but that still doesn't explain why he was hanging around town. We'll all be eaten by that werewolf yet. You know, old Nikolai has been crazy for years. Never. It has been years since Anna has been gone, before I even was married. Lost in the woods she was, and eaten by something terrible, so it said. Oh, they were such a happy couple. Now Nikolai's just crazier than a chicken with its head cut. Did you see that coward of mine yet? The nerve! This isn't such a bad place to settle.
Okay.
Yeah, good night, and don't let...
So I rechecked the vaults from last time because the Dunno Void gave a lot of information. He talked about a doll in a cabinet. So I'm looking for a doll in the cabinet.
Igor come back to town after dark the other night.
Oh.
See strange, pretty woman standing near gate. She look like she looking for someone. Igor go up to pretty woman. Igor say, "Hey, baby, want to light my pyre?" Little graveyard humor there. She not have sense of humor. She give Igor cold shudder and walk off. Igor in love. Or at least reasonable facsimile.
Oh, maybe she was looking for me.
Igor, she... Crypt belonged to Borgov family. Used to be boyars and lived in castle. Now only Borgovs around here in Crypt. Except last boyar. Nobody knows where his...
Nobody knows where his body lies. Maybe that's Gregor.
Great.
I'll go talk to the thief, the spider guy, the literal Spider-Man. Is he a spider or a cockroach? Anyway, no, he's a cockroach. He's cockroach man.
I don't know. It would be a shame to lose you so soon. The best places to steal from are the most dangerous. I do not think you are... Actually, I'm getting used to this shit. Best of all, a good thief has many skills. Thieving is more than just climbing a good thief practices...
Oof.
There is a little known secret.
Okay. I think I can exit from here, right? It exits down. But I just appeared there and boom.
The tunnel was apparently designed as...
No, I want to go there. I don't give a shit about the tunnel. Let's talk to you again.
Yeah.
This is not done yet. Oh, something's happening.
I have made substantial progress with my Frankie since your last visit. With the MESS recalibrated, I was able to focus the initial stimulation and have achieved the first traces of independent muscular coordination. See for yourself. It is not often that ordinary people such as yourself have the opportunity to witness true genius. I expect that you are feeling especially honored just now.
Hey, Saxon man. I feel very honored.
Oh, all my attention lately has gone into reanimating. When we have learned to take a scientific...
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
If you want to...
No, I don't need stamina potion.
Here you are.
I need this.
Here you...
This. Empty flasks. Yeah, why not?
Of course! Experiment...
No.
Oh, this is a sad, ignorant land. I named Frankie after one of my colleagues who did some preliminary research into tissue reanimation. My success in this experiment will make me one of the premier researchers at this year's scientific ball. The MESS is my patented magnetical electrical stimulation system. With it, I am able to re-establish neuron paths through formerly dead tissue. It also can be a good companion on those lonely Friday nights in the lab.
Better table that idea for... better... You say... You regale the doctor with tales of your exploits in Tana.
Oh, that sounds like a truly awful land. Primitive conditions, almost no science. That apothecary Salim sounds like someone I should meet.
I want to talk to this guy.
It doesn't say much. That didn't do anything. That did.
Bah! Those are just common, ordinary Bellis perennis. I have no interest in those flowers of yours. That fruit is clearly scientifically impossible. Since it violates all known laws of chemistry, physics, and biology, I have no use for it. Oh, that is wonderful.
Oh. Did he give us some money for that? 34, maybe, because that's a lot of crowns.
That did.
Now I'm gonna try a bunch of stuff on him.
That did.
What about this?
That did.
I should show this to everyone.
That did.
Yeah, I think that's it.
That did.
Okay.
I am looking forward to the successful completion of my Frankie experiment. My first attempt was a bush I dug up in the forest garden. The operation was a great success. Unfortunately, the patient died. I hope to correct that minor difficulty in my new experiment.
I should click on myself more often. It opens up a lot of dialogue choices. Like telling people about... yeah, one thing I didn't do for sure. No. Okay, let me check something else then. The thief, I didn't talk, I didn't say anything to him. If it's something is dead and you reanimate it, it has an undead, it's another, can it die again? Yeah, that's the whole thing, can an undead thing die? I like movies or stories that kind of ask that question. Like when you see a zombie, let's kill that zombie. Okay, but how do you kill a zombie? How do you kill a walking skeleton? Just remove the head? Does that work? You burn it? Just burn it seems to be the best way. And have you ever seen Night of the... No, is it Night of the... No, it's Return of the Living Dead. Return of the Living Dead asked that question. Return of the Living Dead's entire premise is about the undead just not dying. It's a fucking great movie.
The innkeeper.
It's stuck to ourselves. No, there's nothing. Oh, I didn't talk to myself at the De Novo. I don't think I've seen it. I'll check it out. Yeah, it's really good. It's one of the best zombie movies, I think. Oh, I can talk about a lot of stuff.
You tell Olga that...
Well,
Great. Tell about your adventures. Why not? Let's greet her again and then say goodbye.
as my lost
husband. Is she talking about Boris? Let's do that with this guy also.
What are you?
Yeah.
That didn't...
What the fuck? There's like maybe there's at least 3 Return of the Living Dead. The first one is good. The first one is great. The second one is good. Third one is just meh. But the first one, it's all about. It's like your classic horror 80s movie. Very gory, very sexy. Great special effects. Yeah, it's not really a series. You know how it is. One good movie makes some money. Oh, we have to make another movie. Some of the actors reprise their role in the second movie, so it's kind of pretty cool. It follows.
Hello again. You are
The third movie is just like a kind of a side story. Wife, yes, the wife.
I came here to get away from a constant nagging. According to her, I could do nothing right. Here, there is peace and quiet.
And quiet.
The castle is there.
I don't think
The people are...
he has anything to say about these things. We talked about all these things before.
I have heard.
Stuck to ourselves. Talk about Olga.
Tell him that Olga thinks he was too lazy.
Lazy? What was there to do in a shop with no customers? Once the swamp cut off trade here, we had nothing to sell. I had nothing to do there, so just because I would sit at the inn and talk with the other men, she thought I was lazy. All she ever did was sit around and give me orders when I was in the shop. What was the point of dusting if no one came in the shop to notice the dust?
How about yourself? Great. Goodbye. Okay, we'll go directly to her now. We'll just finish that that thing between these two characters. We have to get them back together. Oh.
I just wanted to thank you for saving me. Not many people would try to help a gypsy. Particularly when everyone thinks that they are werewolves.
You are werewolves.
Gypsies
right?
are not werewolves. You cannot believe the lies of the townsfolk. Visit our camp to the east sometime, and we will welcome you as only the gypsies can. Gypsies are not werewolves, but we are shape-changers.
Ah, there you go.
I hope to see you again sometime. Farewell!
So they can shift... there you go. They can shape change into wolves. They're not werewolves, but they're werewolves. I'm not a vampire. But I can transform into a bat, I suck blood, I cannot stand daylight. But I'm not a vampire. Where's the wolves? Need to talk to her again.
You!
Yeah, I talked to your husband and he's saying you're a nagging bitch. Talk about Boris.
You tell Olga that Boris didn't like being ordered around all the time.
Ah, I wouldn't have had to order him around if he would only have done his work. I just wanted the shop to be neat and clean in case anyone came in. How does he expect me to do all the work around here by myself? Yeah, this was his family's business after all.
Oh, so I have to talk to him.
Tell
Yeah.
Let's put ourselves like this, so at least we'll upgrade our sneaky skills.
Good day.
It doesn't say.
That's new.
I do not know if anyone at the castle is named Katrina. My house is just inside the gates, and I seldom see anyone from the castle. Work, work, work. That was all Olga ever said to me. And it didn't matter what I did. I always did it wrong. And so she would nag. All I wanted was a chance to get away from her voice. I got so tired of being nagged one day that I walked out of town. I walked so long that it was getting dark. Then I met the master and was asked if I wanted the job as gatekeeper. I accepted and have been here ever since.
Interesting.
Work, work. I am very sorry, but I can only open this gate by the command of the master. The master seldom leaves the castle and has few guests. I do not... Since the last boyar passed away many years ago, the castle has been uninhabited until recently. Now it is owned by the master, who is also my employer. It is not a bad job. I am paid well and on time. May the sun...
Oh, wait.
You tell Boris that Olga is having trouble running the shop without him.
There is much to do to keep the shop straightened up. My family always worked together to keep it going before. If only Olga wouldn't nag me all the time. She and I used to enjoy running the shop when we actually had things to sell. What is the point of even running a shop when there is no business? You have been... Work.
Okay. Let's go
Come back.
Beck?
Tell Olga that Boris doesn't see any reason to keep the shop open when there's nothing left to sell.
No business. You just tell that man about my avocado and garlic sandwiches. People come in and buy them all the time.
Tell Olga.
Is that giving me some kind of communicate skill? Okay. Still 255. Okay. Oh, they're 86. Whoa, what's going on? Okay, I hope this is the last back and forth.
When the days are short and the nights grow long, a friendly face is a welcome sign.
Oh, I'm a friendly face. You're too kind.
You tell Boris about Olga's avocado and garlic sandwiches.
How I used to love her avocado and garlic sandwiches. We had them on our wedding night, you know. You should have seen the garlic and avocado flowers decorating our wedding cake. Oh, beautiful. And she baked the cake herself. Oh, she always was a good cook. You remind me of how much I miss my wife. I shall go back and visit her.
Yes, yes, do that.
I remember our wedding day. She was beautiful in her gown. She had even embroidered little garlic cloves and avocados around the edges. We danced the night away. I am very...
Okay.
May the sun...
Let's go back up since maybe he's gonna be gone. Shit.
When the day... May the sun...
Oh, wait a minute. Let's give him some sandwich. He won't be able to resist.
Welcome again. It is so good to speak with you as always.
Okay. Oh.
You hand one of your sandwiches over to the gatekeeper.
Oh.
An avocado and garlic sandwich?
No.
Why, I haven't had one of those for years. You are most kind, but I fear that it would make me homesick.
That's the whole point. Ah. You just want some garlic?
That didn't...
No. There you go.
That didn't do...
Need to go clean up that.
That...
Fuck it. We're gone.
That did... That...
Fuck it.
May your journey take...
Let's go visit the girl by the lake. Oh. Might need to talk to Olga one last time. Oh, this is it.
Hello again.
It does.
There is some sort... That...
It's always the same thing.
That did.
Let's start to show her some stuff.
That. That did. That did.
The shopping bag. Okay. Go here, but not now. I want to go to the gypsy camp. Let's go to gypsy camp right now. Let's go ask some questions. Ah, well, let's do this then. What time is it?
It's an ornate oriental. It's an. You have come to a beautiful. A waterfall tinkles gently down the rock. The stream.
So, yeah, this is like the magic place. This is all magic stuff. I need to do fetch to get those. This is
your magical lasso.
This is kind of my mana potion. Did I pick up those?
You pick.
Yeah, I already have those. Can I light these? Yeah, let's do the detect magic.
A soft, magical aura permeates the entire garden. Strong magic emanates from the fruit tree and the center of the pool in the stream. The lanterns.
Lanterns. Yeah, you can see it now. Okay, these must be like trigger spots. I also have the spell trigger. No. This is it, right? No. Trigger. Oh.
You come. The tulip is closed. You capture the scroll with your fetch spell. As you read the scroll, knowledge of how to cast a protection spell enters your mind. Then the scroll vanishes. Protection is a sort of magical shield which will help guard you from physical attacks. Beautiful. You discover 30 crowns hidden there.
30
You
crowns?
accept it as a gift for...
Holy shit!
It doesn't bud. It doesn't bud.
There was 30 crowns in this one, but what about this one?
It doesn't. It does. A soft, magical aura permeates. After making its offering,
did I just pick it up, or this just...
it does. There.
Okay, so...
You don't want to disturb the calm.
Such a violent action.
That...
That didn't do anything.
Okay, we did some stuff. Which reminds me, what's my point? What's my points right now? Oh, do you not have points in this game? Yeah, here, right? Score 174 on 1000. No, I think I can just move here. Oh, not you guys. Let's go to Gypsy. There's not enough enemies. Oh.
Phew.
And then I just avoided one because I'm sneaking.
Phew.
My sneaking stat. Stealth 257. That's nothing. Oh. Hey, lucky kiddo. Oh. No.
Greetings and welcome to our camp. You are a stranger no longer. When you saved me from death, our lives became intertwined. Henceforth, you are to be known as a gypsy friend.
Yay!
Come now. I will take you to the leader of our camp.
So, you are the one my son spoke of. You saved his life. You also entered fearlessly into our den of wolves. You are a man of great courage. We gypsies owe you for our Davy, and I believe we will owe you for things to come. Welcome. I am the fortune teller. I will teach you a spell. It will protect you against the dead that rise again. I think you will find this most useful in your questings.
Gypsy fortune teller touches your head briefly. Magic flows through you. Now you know the aura spell.
Now, let us learn more of you. Why have you come here, and what do you seek?
I seek fortune. What just happened?
There are many legends about that ogress. We gypsies avoid her when we can. She is dangerous to enemies, and she takes offense easily. She has her hut to the south. There is some sort of magic hiding the pathway there. Her only weakness is her love of food. Be careful if you need to approach her.
Love of food.
I have been gifted by true sight and foreknowledge. These are gifts with knife edges. Oh, I have seen my own death, and knew my true love's death the day I met him. Still, it is most useful. I will read your fortune in the cards, if you wish. You have only to cross my palm with silver. So much for the legends about werewolves, huh? Or at least a coin of value. But I warn you, no future is fixed. What the cards show of the future can happen, but only if you take the actions to create this future. And it is not easy to determine what those actions are, dear. Such is life. This valley has always been a nexus of power. Magic is very strong here. My people for generations come here to renew and strengthen their ties to the mystical ways. My dear, we are not the only ones drawn by this power. The magician Irana created a magical refuge here. Others, more dark, were drawn here as well. Oh, be wary and watchful at all times here. The magic of this land has become twisted, and there are many dangers around you. Oh. There are many places and things of magic around here, and I am certain you will come across them in your travels. Irana was a powerful magician who came from this area. There is a garden in the forest which she created. Oh, it is such a place of safety for all who visit there. It is said that her final resting place is near here as well. Her staff stands in the town and protects those within the walls from outside harm. There are some things about which even I dare not speak. Even thinking about such creatures attracts them. Let us hope that you never need know of such matters.
Werewolves.
Creatures of the night, shapeshifters, skin changers. We are man or beast by our own will. To run on four legs, to howl at the moon, to chase the terrified prey through the hills. This is what it is to be truly alive. Oh, the legend of the werewolf is but a folk tale. We change our shape when we choose, not because the moon is in some silly phase. We are the beast with the mind of a man, and a man with the mind of a beast. It is not normally our way to speak so freely to outsiders. So why do I say so much to you? Because you need to know we are not your enemies. You have too many questions that cannot be answered, and your ignorance may be your doom. There is much to you. Your actions to come will affect us all. Do not doubt it. Therefore, I will speak honestly and openly on what I can. Now, I can see by your eyes that our future is linked to you, for weal or woe. We are the roving people, the tinkers and traders and tellers of fortunes. We are the dancers in the night and the music in the wilderness. We are the untamed ones who live only by our own rules. We own no land, and no land owns us. The world is ours for the travel.
You may call me Magda. That is the name I go by with you gorgeous.
Gorgio is the word we call anyone who is not a gypsy.
That was a completely different voice. Okay, let's listen to one voice.
We are the roving people.
You may call me Magda. That
Gorgio.
Creatures of the night. It is not normal. There is much.
you may call me Magda. That is the name I go by.
Gorgio.
That is not the same voice. It's not even close to being the same voice. Myself? Different voice actor. Oh fuck, we needed that line. The original voice actor is dead. Oh no. You.
You tell about the gnome and his problems.
Interesting. Baba Yaga has returned only recently to this valley. We have had scent of her to the far south. But the path to her hut is blocked by magic. You will need to find a way past that magical barrier.
Yes, I know that.
You tell about how...
The dark cave? You escaped from there? You are very powerful and lucky. I would guess that a summoning spell went wrong. That cave interferes with all magic around here. But it is best not to speak of that cave. Someone brought you here for some unknown purpose. Most interesting. Oh my.
You tell the gypsies you're...
We are on.
It is a good name.
You say...
Farewell, young hero.
You spend the evening in the
I wanna
joyful
talk to the
company
guy.
of the gypsies. The gypsies seem to have gone all out to make you welcome in their camp. You've eaten a rich, spicy stew with no garlic, fresh bread, and plenty to drink. Now it's time to relax and enjoy.
Come, is she not beautiful? Why do you hesitate? Go, join in the dance!
This is me dancing. Oh. Oh, okay. Ooh, that's too much.
After hours of carousing with the gypsy wolves, you find yourself curling up into a comfortable position near the fire pit and sinking into a deep and dreamless sleep.
Also, this is day 7? Oh no, that's bad though. Well, it's not bad, but I don't want to finish the day right now. That's kind of dumb. They force you. Yeah, this is day 7. Okay, then we're gonna restore. Alright, quick set. Okay, it's right there. Let's go Baba Yaga. I don't know what to do with her. I mean, there's not much I can do, but I could at least practice some stuff. here. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh, that's not that great. This one is best just because of the level I'm at, I think. Anyway.
The wyvern has no place to carry treasure.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Thinking.
Whee! Okay, this is the Eggman tree. I need to do something here. Oh!
You've seen better. This is not. This is not a. This is.
So, have you got an excuse for me?
Oh.
Yeah, those. You know, black.
Let's go back to town. Town or the crypt? Yeah, just to practice our. Oh, what the fuck is that? Let's go with fire. Fuck it. I'm so better with fire anyway. And fire against undead. It's just good. It's just good. Let's see.
Searching for the fallen beast, you find nothing of value. Where's the crypt? Yeah, I think I can practice my skills here. No. Okay. Clock 2:10.
think using this. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, it's because it comes back here. $214, okay. Maybe I need to use this instead. $218, okay. Okay, we'll go back to town first. Go talk to Olga another time. Me again.
Tell Olga about...
Yeah, Bella's a good woman. She's
Bella.
the one who really runs the inn. Her husband, Bella.
Bella, okay. She's Bella. That means that the doll is in the inn. Tanya is their daughter. Tanya's in the castle.
Boris came back to visit me. We had a lot to talk about. He says he'll come back again after work. It was...
Okay.
Yeah, good night.
Okay, so the husband is coming back. That's definitely good. Let's go check the castle again. That sound.
When the day... You know, it is nice to be able to snuggle with my... I
Still doesn't want us to open the gate.
I do not... Since...
That didn't do diddly
Come back.
squat. Bringing them back together didn't do anything? Wow. That is lame. Okay, other things I wanted to do. really not ready to end the day right now. Oh, he's not there, so I can even practice some lockpicking here.
Dr. Cranium's eye.
No, you can't. Hey.
That didn't... That... This is...
No. Let's practice some stuff here.
Well, that was fun. Well, that was fun. After some... Well, that...
Oh, I want some stamina, though. No, just pick it up.
As you start to open the...
It says...
No one responds.
You lack the luck to lick this lock
No one...
or something. It goes too fast. Oh, the speed's... No, the speed's too fast. Why was it at the maximum? It's bullshit. Of course, pick luck has not gone up.
The massive gate to the...
Still the dogs. I have nothing for them unless they eat this. I'm not sure I tried. I tried a bunch of stuff on them.
The heavy gate blocks access to the castle road. Fortunately, it also... The heavy gate... This... The tree... There is nothing... The stones of the arch... That...
Oh, I could do calm, though.
A feeling of peace. The heavy gate blocks access.
It didn't do shit. What about these guys? Can I talk to these snakes? Knock. Yeah, we're going to the gypsy now.
You feel a chill go through you as you enter this part of the forest.
Dead. Oh, I'm dead. Shit, that was close though. That was when. Wait. I'm gonna rest like 30 minutes.
After some
60 minutes. I hope it's not too late to get to the gypsies. Hoo-dee-hoo! Hey, Bass.
you feel it.
Yes. Fucking kick your ass. Zapped, my energy is just going down. There's nothing stopping it. I'm dead.
The wraith vanishes into nothingness, and the air slowly begins to regain some warmth.
Okay.
The barrow contains treasure that the wraith collected while it was alive, or perhaps more recently from treasure seekers less fortunate than you.
Okay.
You find a jewel-studded tiara, 6 gold crowns, 40 kopecks, and a few old bones.
A jewel-studded tiara. Oh! Maybe I can give that to the skull. Where's the tiara? Oh, it's just jewelry. Okay, I need to give it to somebody. Okay. Whoa, whoa, dude, whoa, whoa, whoa. 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 Don't backseat too much. That's not good. Nobody likes that. Did I need aura? I didn't need aura.
You have entered an eerie...
It's talking about like it's the first time I entered the graveyard. I think this is it.
You feel
shit.
it?
Gypsy. Yeah, this will be more appropriate. We're gonna dance at
Greetings
night,
and welcome!
Yeah, come to our things. We're not gonna go through all the discussion again. I'm gonna try to talk to him though. Is the speed still correct?
So, well, I...
Yep.
Now.
Okay, Let's talk to you. Baba Yaga. She says Baba Yaga is hungry or something. She likes to eat. Maybe it's for her the pie that I cooked up. It's not cooked, that's the problem. No, with that. Those gypsies. Name. Enough. Gnome. Yourself. Your name. Greet. Enough. Werewolves. Eh? There's no voice now? What the fuck? Wait a minute. Okay, we have no more voice now, for some reason. Werewolves. She said cross her hand with silver. Oh, you're right. We gypsies are not werewolves. Whoa, 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 whoa. Or something valuable. I thought that would be enough. Is that silver? I don't even think I have silver. She said cross my palm with silver or something valuable. She said palm.
Now, you listen to the words of an old gypsy. You will initiate this reading of the cards. The shuffling and cutting attunes the cards to those vibrations which surround you. You do not control the cards, nor do I. It is the cards which show what they choose to show. I will reveal to you the meaning
now there is
of the
voice
cards.
again.
It is up to you to interpret how they affect you. You may reveal the first card.
Page of Swords.
The first card is the significator. It is the symbol of the subject of the reading. This is a card of vigilance and agility. The person this represents is skilled at perceiving the hidden, at spying, and uncovering the unknown. This is a person who has mastery over his body and is lithe and active. This card clearly represents you, and therefore this reading is about you.
Yay.
The cards which surround the significator represent the influences which affect your current situation. This next card represents something from the distant past which is relevant to the here and now. Turn over this card.
The High Priestess.
This card is the High Priestess. It is inverted, which means the meanings too are turned upside down. The High Priestess is some woman of your past. She is a person of selfishness and passion. Someone who seems to be very powerful, but her knowledge is limited by her own conceit. Turn over the next card.
Gabriel Knight is my favorite Sierra game. There's also the whole Sierra Space Quest series. It's so good. Oh, I don't know what that is. She'll tell us.
The Four of Coins. Now that is the card of the miser. This woman of your past has power, but uses it selfishly. This is a person who cares only of her own needs and wants, and does not care what she does or how she influences others. This person is one who, as long as you satisfy her needs and vanity, will be willing to aid you, providing it does not require any amount of effort on her part. However, if you act against her, her vengeance will be swift and violent. This is not a person to disregard, and she plays an important part in the events around you. Reveal the next card. Something of the more recent past, which has consequences in...
Oh, it's the witch. It's Baba Yaga.
This is the inverted king of coins. This is an old and vicious man, someone who is willing to use any means to attain his desires. Someone who is dangerous and cannot be trusted or underestimated. Reveal the next card that...
The devil.
The devil. This is indeed an ill omen. This person is influenced by black magic, a man of power and dark desires. Yet the devil is a sign of bondage and subservience, and this person has faced unexpected failure of some sort. This is someone of great evil, someone who cannot be trusted. This is one who will bear you ill will, yet is somehow prevented from harming you or gaining his revenge, for now. Should he gain his freedom, this man will seek to destroy all which stands between his goals and himself. Turn over the next. Ah, the Queen of Cups. Again, there is a female influencing your present. This is a woman of wisdom and love. She is kind, generous, and virtuous. Let us see what next. The star. It is a symbol of hope and spiritual influence. Now, this is a woman in touch with her magical nature. She is gentle and loving, yet there is great strength within. This is a woman who generates hope and help through her actions. The next card reveals the overriding influence of... Ah, the Queen of Swords. She is a woman of wit and skill, yet she has suffered through terrible hardship, and she is marked by her suffering. Oh, she faces her sorrows bravely, but with a deep, deep loneliness. The next card will... The Moon. It is the card of deception. This woman is a deceiver, or is deceived by her own beliefs. This card also reveals the magical nature of the woman. This is the strength which sustains her. Oh, she is either surrounded by false friends or seeks to betray you herself. She is the victim or the villainess. The final card will reveal the influence which will most affect you.
Death.
The Void.
Oh.
About this card, I will not speak. I must meditate upon its meaning. This tableau shows the influences surrounding you. These people will affect your life for weal or for woe. It is up to you to determine how and what effect they will have upon you. That is all that the cards and I can reveal at this time. Make what you will of your fortune. I will speak no more of it.
So it was easy to miss that thing. I almost missed it if Mr. Lucky Kiddo didn't tell me. Okay, so we'll take a break and we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Stay tuned.
Secure your Caribbean island to bring progress to your nation, to build farms, factories, and luxury resorts to gain your people's favor, and to make sure any that oppose you have a nice little jail cell waiting for their arrival. Tropical.
From the creators of Railroad Tycoon 2 comes Tropical, an addictive mix of building-oriented gameplay and political intrigue. For the PC and Macintosh, Tropical, taking office 2001.
This universe is just as real as yours.
Back. Okay, let's talk to you. Is there voices?
We gypsies are not werewolves. We are shape-shifters.
Yeah, we know that.
You can call me Dave. Names are very important. Davy is my name to outsiders. I also have a gypsy name and a true name. True names are not given lightly. Gypsies never ask others for their names. Never say your true name. Never speak the true name of another. To say another's true name aloud gives you power over him, if you are indeed more powerful. Otherwise, it gives him power over you. We are roving traders. Our home is our wagon and campfire. We would have left this valley long ago if the flooding had not washed away the road and filled the mountain pass with swamp. The road from the town used to lead to the pass to the southwest. That was the only way in and out of this valley. The swamp is an ill place, and we gypsies stay far from it. I was borrowing some corn from the corn stalks outside the town when the burgomeister and some townsmen came from the gate. I moved behind the corn stalks to stay out of their way. They looked to be heading to the graveyard. Then one of them pointed at me and shouted, and suddenly they all grabbed me. I had no chance to run. I had no idea what was going on. I knew gypsies were disliked in the village, but I did not know we were so feared.
If you wish to have your fortune told, you must first cross... If you wish to have your fortune...
You don't need the clay pot.
That didn't...
You adjust the chair a little, but nothing seems to help. Either these gypsies are exceptionally stoic, or they don't like their visitors to hang around too long. That's not the recommended way to add spice to your life. Don't touch! Do you have any idea how hard it is to get the odor of garlic off your hands? Besides, these braids belong to the gypsies. Garlic strings hang from the ceiling, their spicy aroma challenging the musty smell of the wagon. The clay pot holds a rare plant. It's a rare variety of plant. Careful, careful, this might be a plant.
How do I share your stream?
It looks...
You're in the cramped interior of the gypsy fortune-teller's wagon. A large table with 3 chairs dominates this main section.
There's no easy way. It's not like in YouTube you can just click share or something. You would have to click my like twitch.tv/retrogamingjunction. Oh no, it's now it's twitch.tv/Camilio_RGJ. I just changed it. Yeah, just copy the link to where you are right now if you're on Twitch. You might be seeing this through something else, I don't know. But the best way to find me back here would be to click that follow button.
The huge garlic strip. You see a deck of unused. The table is made of solid walnut and fills most of this part of the wagon. Where on the finish tells you that it has been used for many readings before yours. Oh, or at least for takeout Chinese food. You see a bunch of chili peppers, undoubtedly one of the hotter varieties. Habanero, anyone? You see heavy brocade curtains have been used to soften the look of the room and to provide some insulation against the elements.
Okay.
It looks pretty much.
Gypsy Davy shifts his gaze between you and the fortune teller from time to time. He obviously holds her in great respect.
Okay, I think we're done.
You tell her.
The dark cave? But...
Great.
We are...
It is a...
Just to be sure, I'll talk to again about everything.
But
I think we already...
Yeah, it is... It is very...
Go...
It doesn't...
I think that's it.
You say...
Ah, you weary of talk. Good.
Yeah.
You spend the evening. The gypsies see...
Come, is she not beautiful? Ah, why do you hesitate? Go, join...
I'm clicking stuff here because we saw that about like 15 minutes ago. Yeah, I like to click on stuff. I like using stuff on stuff. One of my favorite Sierra game is the Space Quest series because
after hours of carousing with
it's so funny. There's so many things
you find
you
yourself
can
curling
click
up
on
into a
and
comfortable position near the fire pit.
it's fun games. You can die in so many ways. Ah man, the speed is a little too much. Yeah, this should be better. Is it day 7? Yes, it is. Okay. Now we're day 7. Boom. Like this area, I calmed, I don't know how to say that, but I clicked on everything here. These things, everything. Can I enter that?
The gypsies generally use horses.
I didn't click the end on anything though.
Do that and you're likely to get your...
Because I was stuck here. Oh, my throat is killing me tonight.
The gypsies generally use... This is no place to do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll!
That didn't... This...
Holy shit.
Don't ask for trouble. You can't reach...
It doesn't but...
The gypsy...
That didn't...
The gypsies generally use... The gypsies generally... The gypsies... The gypsies... The box populi suggests that opening the box might be a bad idea.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
The gypsy...
Can I enter this again?
The gypsy...
Seems not. That's a shame. Really? I was in this one, right? It's not clear in which one I was. Anyway, that's it. That's it, that's all. This thing, we kill it.
The gypsies.
Yeah, they use horses. We know. You can? Okay, what? And which one? I didn't click on anything and everything, it seems. Oh, maybe not like that.
Welcome, welcome.
Click feet on wooden ramp. Oh my god. Okay.
I have seen in a vision that you have a friend in need. A stranger to this land like yourself. You speak with him in this room at the inn. This friendship will send you on a very strange quest. Perhaps at another time.
Okay, we'll speak more of this. Yeah, she's talking. Oh. Great. This is new.
You tell about some...
Ah, you tell strange stories, but I can sense that you speak true. You have lived the most exciting life. I do not think this valley will be the same when you leave.
Oh, this is all new.
I have always had dreams and visions. Some of these are true events. Some are only what could be true. These visions are, like most dreams, clouded in mists. Their meanings, too, are very shadowy. If you wish to learn of your future, allow me to look into the cards. You have only to give me a crown, and I...
No, that was way too long.
I am the leader of this pack, and I wish I could lead them from this valley. I have had troubled dreams of late, and the game is getting scarce in this...
Would it be the same thing or different?
Many are the kinds of the dead which do not rest. Some are harmless, some most helpful, but most are extremely dangerous. Some, like the Rusalki, are victims of crimes. Others, like the Wraiths, are the spirits of criminals who cannot rest. But most powerful and fearsome of all are the Nosferatu, the vampires.
The vampires.
The Rusalki are the spirits of drowned maidens. Some are the victims of accidents, and
so
others were the
information.
victims of murderers. They retain their physical bodies and try to drown all who approach them. There is said to be a Rusalka in the lake to the east.
East?
I have heard tales that a Rusalka may be tamed through kindness, but I have never heard of anyone actually trying such a thing. Oh no.
Wraiths?
A wraith is a spirit who cannot rest because of greed.
Again, the different voice
They
acting.
refuse to leave behind their possessions, and so hunt the sight
Come on,
of
put a
those
little, like,
objects.
grizzly.
If you
thing in
travel
your
by
voice.
night, you sometimes can
Doesn't
see a
sound like
mound
her.
of rocks where no rocks were by daylight.
Yeah.
This is the burial mound of a wraith. Avoid it, or the wraith
I
will
just
try
killed
to
one. Is
draw
that
the
bad?
life from you if you get too close.
Oh, okay.
The Nosferatu, the undead which feed upon the blood of living things. If a man is drained unto death by a vampire, he will rise from his grave as a revenant, hungering for the taste of human flesh. If a vampire shares its own blood with its victim, the victim will rise from the grave as a slave of its vampire creator. It too will be a vampire, but it must obey the commands of its master, and cannot harm its master directly. Sometimes the sharer of vampire blood is not drained entirely by the master vampire. Thus, he can continue to live until struck down by a natural death. Then he will rise from his grave. The old rulers of this land, the boyars of the castle, were the Borgov family. They ruled this land for as long as my people remember. The last boyar was a strange man, so it is said. What became of him, I do not know. Only that the son left the valley in shame and horror. When we heard rumors that Borgov Castle was again inhabited, we brought our wagons to Mordavia. We thought perhaps the old boyar's son had returned, and we could trade with him again. We met with the gatekeeper, who said that the Borgov family was dead. Oh, the castle was now owned by a distant cousin who promised to protect this valley as a true boyar. So we did some trading with the gatekeeper, but never saw signs of this Borgov cousin. Soon after this, the rain started to fall, and we were trapped here.
Ah, I am well and happy. I have run in this forest for many years, and I know my way around. The forest is a very different place at night. It is a very dangerous place to travel if you are not a wolf. Ah, the one who danced with you upon your last visit? The one who is lovely, lively, and, more than a handful? She is my mate, and we wolves mate for life. Last night we were hunting far to the south. I heard a voice call out a command. Bushes here, disappear! The voice had the fur on the nape of my neck up on end, so I did not investigate further. Hunting in Mordavia is always an interesting experience. Last night we... Ah, the...
You say...
Farewell!
Okay, now we're done for real. Okay, we'll visit the tomb. So I don't have a tiara, right? Nope.
Hello.
Let's try this again just to practice.
You need to practice.
I'll keep just clicking, maybe. Just waiting a little bit to get you can process the information. Give me my stat boost. 220. Okay, it's doing something.
You need to
+2. Another +2, okay.
You need to practice some more. You need to...
Almost got hit by lightning there.
You need...
Okay. But this is one of the best places to practice.
You examine the door closely.
Oh god, yes I know that. Unlock.
You turn the large skeleton key in the crypt door. With a sound like the groaning of an undead spirit, the massive door yawns wide open. You are in a dark, dank crypt, filled with bas-relief figures of long-departed knights and statues of the Grim Reaper. Stairs lead back up to the entrance. A brightly colored copy of the Borgov crest adorns part of the floor.
Like if I go back up.
The door will not budge. It appears to be magic.
Okay.
You see a coffin cover bearing a bas-relief sculpture. You see It's a figure of the Grim Reaper, harbinger of death. At the base of the statue are the words, "Greet the Reaper." You are in a dark, dank... Oh, such a cheery sight! It's a statue of the Grim Reaper, harbinger of death. Some of the stones on this crest feel loose. You need to put... Did you notice anything...
No.
You hear nothing.
Oh my.
You have entered into a dark passageway. It twists and curves so that you quickly lose any sense of direction. You feel more than see a dark door at the end of the passage. You open it by touch.
I'm gonna appear, yeah. That's what I thought. Okay. Yeah. Let's go back to this one.
You don't see it. You hear a...
Open. Let's see if it does the same thing.
You have entered... You feel...
Okay.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Yorg. Yorg who? You're gonna regret it if you open this coffin. This coffin sounds very, very quiet. Maybe even a little too quiet. Watch out! It...
Did it do anything?
Ouch! That axe felt like it was designed to take your head right off your shoulders.
I didn't see any axe.
Fortunately, you're buff.
Am I buff? Maybe I am buff. Let's see. Strength 240.
The stone... As you shake hands with the Grim Reaper statue, the door at the top of the stairs opens. You quickly make your escape from the deadly crypt.
We didn't do shit. So can I still practice on
You need
this?
to practice.
Okay. It's good.
You
Who's there?
Luke. Luke who? Luke out! There may be a wraith behind you.
Yes, some lines less so. There are so many. You can expect hours and hours of reading lines. So I don't know if you did that in one day. Eventually it can be kind of grating. Especially since you're just fucking reading lines and not necessarily having some back and forth with another actor. You're just reading lines. And you didn't have any context for some of them, so maybe most, maybe all of them. So imagine that. No context for some of the lines. Just have to feel it. Knock. We did that, right? Yeah, listen.
You don't hear anything behind this relief.
Open, no.
You don't see it.
Open. Let's see where that
Inside
goes.
the coffin is an old skeleton, all that remains of a long-dead knight.
Okay.
That didn't do...
No,
That didn't...
we know what that does.
You are in a dark...
That...
You find nothing but slimy mold under the...
Can I collect some mold?
That didn't do... That didn't...
You hear a hollow sound when you knock on... You hear nothing but the hollow... You don't see it. You have entered into a dark passageway.
Will I end up at
You
the end
feel...
there? Okay. It makes sense, but in these games you never know.
Although this coffin does look like a door, there is no response to your knock. It may be just as well. You can hear faint and distant sounds behind this coffin. There are no traps on this coffin, but you do find a small...
Wait a second.
The stone...
Okay, I can't click on this guy. Knock, listen, open, open.
You can't get the coffin lid open.
Pick.
You try to pick the lock hidden in the bas-relief, but there's something strange about it.
Uh-oh. What the fuck? Oh, I have no cursor now. That's interesting. Oh. There he is. Oh, no. Whoa. Okay, we're gonna save. My speed is locked also. What's going on? Not sure I'm gonna save over my quick save. Let's save over something else. Let's say test. Something's wrong. Wait, let me just restore. Okay. Yep, I think it's frozen. No, it's not. Let's restore this. No, I should have restored something else. Okay. Now everything's normal. Now everything is not normal. If I right click, it appears. But I cannot move from my spot. I cannot click on anything. Okay, I think I'll have to reload. Very weird. Okay, that's when I did this.
You don't have a key that...
No, it's just when I tried to pick the lock.
You tried?
It kind of bugged out. Yeah, it bugs out again. Yeah, it's fucked up. Bizarre. So it's magical. There's one of these that I can use. Opening this opened this door. So what about this one?
The stone... That didn't do... That did... That did...
Ah, the colors there. I'm a dumbass. Colors, there's no colors here. Oops.
Some of the stones on this crest...
Yeah.
The crest is unusually colorful.
Yeah. Duh.
Did you notice anything unusual about the way the family name was given outside the crypt?
Outside the crypt, okay. Was given? There were colors?
As you shake hands...
I don't remember that. Here?
You examine the door closely. It's massive and well made. A large lock secures the door.
I
Above
guess
the
these
door
are colors.
is an intricate crest with a single...
Okay. Why did I have to go outside for that? That's the first thing I was gonna try. You don't need to overthink these puzzles. Borg, so blue, orange, red, green, Borg, violet. There you go.
Spelling out the name Borgov in colors has caused a secret compartment to open in the crest. Inside is a small key which you add to your keyring.
Okay. Oh, it's when I click on the keys that it glitches out, though. No, it's not that. It's when I try to pick it up. To pick the lock.
The small key from the crest opens a lock in the relief. You open the coffin lid to reveal a dark passageway leading deep into the mountainside.
What the fuck? Oh, does that lead into the castle? Holy
After
shit!
following the dark passage for several minutes, you come out into a castle chamber. The bookcase closes behind you, and there is no obvious way to open it again.
Really? Wow. Ah, you know what? I wanted to just go on a little bit and close the stream, but I think I want to close the stream like right now when I enter this castle. Castle! What are the odds of that? That is weird. Hector dead. Oh, that's when we killed the ectopod. That's called Hector. Yeah, castle. That wasn't a castle. I think that was the monastery. But at first when I saw it, I think I named it a castle. So I could look at some of the stuff.
Bookshelves are full of incredible...
Let's move around. This is kind of a tilted angle. It's very weird. Oh, really? We can listen?
All you can hear a distant...
Okay, let's just open. Let's move around. Let's see what happens. Oh, it won't budge. Open.
The door won't...
It's locked. I'm sure it can come back here.
The books all seem to be glued in place. You also...
Somewhere else in this room.
Try as you might. The seats don't... Try... The seats don't look... Try as you might. There's nothing. You reach up to put the candle back. It's a fake candle.
Ah, yeah, that's the fastest way to come back. Okay. This must be the entrance for the thief. Because the only way to open those is to use... Oh, I guess I can use the open spell if I'm a mage. Okay. Does the key work? Maybe it does.
That didn't do...
Appear to keyhole.
You don't see any sign of... The door... That would be a bad...
Force open if I'm a fighter, maybe. Pick.
You hear a gentle... Open the door.
Oil. I need to put oil. Holy shit. Okay, can I...
The door...
Wow, the sound of that.
You carefully...
Need to oil every edges.
You carefully... You hear a...
And what time is it as we enter this castle? Okay.
It's hard. You don't find any safes, secret path. You care. You hear.
All these things are the same, but they change a couple of items here and there.
Those things.
It doesn't.
You care.
Okay, this castle is not small. No, I don't have to do that. What can I do?
You
this?
hear it?
Yeah. It still does the sound, which is annoying. Oh, there's gonna be enemies here. Okay, anyway. Oh, this is not working. Fuck it. Well. Anyway, we'll come back to this on Thursday. Yeah, on Thursday, 8 PM Eastern Time, I will continue Morrowind tomorrow, 8 PM Eastern Time. Click on these links for all the things. The Twitter, the Discord, and the YouTube. If you're watching it on YouTube, please note that the Twitch channel has changed to Camilio_RGJ. The link should be in the description of YouTube. And that's about it. Which remind me, I should update the link also on my Twitter account. The Twitter there is okay, but on my profile on Twitter it still says twitch.tv/RetroGamingJunction. That's not good anymore. Good night, everyone. And I'm gonna read someone, of course, as always. Who to raid? We're gonna raid Niphilism Death 13. I don't know him much, but I follow him, so there must be some reason. Maybe he changed name or something. Playing some Resident Evil Revelation. Thanks everyone for watching. Remember to have fun. Check the schedule for anything. Friday and Saturday there's gonna be some stream, but it might be a little later than 8 PM. It might be 9, might be 10. There might be no stream. I'm gonna do what I can so there is a stream on Friday or Saturday, at least one or the other. Hey, Crookshank. So, stay tuned, guys. For the next, not stay tuned now, but for the next stream. Anyways, good night. Ciao.